Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Kay with Hey Kay Budgets. If you're new, welcome. Today's video is going to be a little bit of it all. It's going to be a broader overlook of my budget than I normally do for YouTube. You're going to get to see a little bit of in-depth budgeting that I don't normally show on YouTube, but we have quite a bit to get to today, so I'm excited to get started. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So friends, how was everyone's week? I know that I was missing on Friday. I wonder if anyone really noticed that Freebie Fridays and my weekly cash stuffing didn't get done. I just had such a rough week. I needed a break. A lot of things happened this past week and I just ran out of time to do videos. And instead of just spending the free time that I did have, working on my little passion project here on YouTube, I decided to give myself a break and just go out, have a little bit of fun, come home, lay in bed and kind of go to bed early. I just needed the extra rest. So I woke up this morning like at 4 a.m. and I got started on my budget. It took a lot longer than I normally do because this week I wasn't able to keep up with my budget a little bit every day. And so I had to really look back on the last week or two to catch up on what I missed and get reorganized to get ready for August. So you guys, it's already August, 3rd, and we are going to close out some of my reallocated money from Christmas in July, as well as the 2 savings challenges that I was working on. One Plinko party is from Heather over at Gentle Charms Budget. It was a group play that I've been working on in June and July, so we closed that out this morning, and I'll take you through that in a minute. I also did a game for my budget Olympics against Kimmy over at Beige and Girl Budgets. So I put $1 in the ding 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 envelope for this one, but we saved $16 that I probably need to reallocate today. And then what was left over from Christmas in July is $134 that I didn't need, that was over the Christmas in July stuffings. So I fully funded Christmas in July. I was really happy about that. So we're going to go ahead and count what I was able to save over and above my $800 goal for Christmas. And we're going to use this balance to pay my sinking funds back because I use my credit card. I have a Cash Rewards credit card that I use, and I place IOUs into my sinking funds. So that's how I like to do my budget every month for the unstuffing. So without too much detail, I think what it will do is just go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start the calculator at $134. Do this. Okay, so we're going to start the calculator at 134. Oops, 134. And we finished up Plinko Party with Miss Heather with $40. Just to kind of go over the game, Heather, I won the last round because Heather played a 2 and I played a 4. And so I stuffed a little bit extra when I won and a little bit extra when I lost. And so for the last 2 months, I saved $40 with this cute group play. If you're new to Heather, I'll have her information linked below. She's starting a new group play called 21, and I'm used to calling it 21 Blackjack. And this is going to be going on through August and September. So I'm really excited to be playing this. This is going to be my group play for Friday's weekly stuffings for the next 2 months. So I just wanted to show this and give her a little shout out and plug on this group play if you're interested in joining us. All right, so Plinko Party saved me $40. So this is 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. So let's go ahead and put 40 in the calculator. So that's plus 40. And then I saved $16 with my opening ceremony mini with the Budget Olympics game. And so that is plus 16 for the calculator. And we have $190 that we can put back into sinking funds to help cover what I spent on my credit card. So let's go ahead and clean up a little bit. and get started with my unstuffing. I'm gonna go ahead and put 190 here in the corner so I don't forget that number. All right, so we're gonna jump into my bills binder and get started unstuffing. Let's see, I'm gonna try and get organized here. I'm gonna unstuff for July to pay for mortgage for my August mortgage. So I'm 1 month ahead, and so this is the bills that I stuff every week. So mortgage needs $2,400.22, so $2,422. All right, that's exactly $2,422. So let me go ahead and get this in the cash tray. So mortgage needs to come out soon for that. I need to get this back in the bank and get ready for that. Wi-Fi, we need $71. So Wi-Fi used to be $66 a month, and they increased it $5. So like everything else, all my bills have gone up, and my pay hasn't really gone up to manage the increase as well as it should. So we're just gonna have a really tight rest of the year. This month in August is a magic month, so I'm really excited about being able to catch up a little bit. So we'll get to that in a minute. So I need $71 for Wi-Fi. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have $66. So we're missing $5. So I am going to try, let's see if I have $5 here. And I do. So I'm gonna take this $5 out of utility because I know I have extra here in utility. And now this should be $71. Let's see. Yep, 71. So 71 now, going back to the bank for Wi-Fi. And let's see, next up is utilities. So I did not budget enough for August when I did my plan in July. I just wasn't thinking. I was rushing through my budget and forgot that I really needed to be increasing for higher energy bills for the summer. Running the AC here in Texas is a nonstop thing from anywhere between May and September. So in August and in July and sometimes in September, the bills are about $100 more than they normally are. So I didn't account for that. So I'm hoping that I have extra in here to cover. So we need 283. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80. Wow. And 3. Wow. So I really did not stuff enough this month, and I had quite a bit extra in this envelope. So I have now $21 left in rollover for utilities. I think I'm gonna have to adjust my budget even more for September. All right, so at least August is covered with 283, which we managed to stuff quite a bit over the last few months, so I'm happy that I have that. And next up is lawn care. That gets $87. So 20, 40, 60, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 87 going back to the credit card to pay that bill. So if you're new, I use a cash reward credit card that I funnel all my bills through. That way I'm able to be a month ahead, but without having the money withdrawn from my checking account. So that, and also I earn rewards. So it's nice to have my bills coming out of that credit card. So lawn, it looks like lawn care has $22 left in it. So the only thing that also I didn't manage to accomplish is that I have a subscription to a program that helps me create my Etsy challenges, and that subscription is $24. So I think I want to account for it from now on. So I am going to take the 22 from lawn care, and so I don't have, and the $1 extra in utility to cover, will just be off $1 to cover this subscription that needs to start coming out every month. I'm tightening up my budget a little bit every month, and that was a subscription that I just was ignoring because I usually would have side hustle money to take care of it, and I just didn't feel like budgeting for it. But now that my bills are higher and my income hasn't increased that much, I'm gonna have to start counting all my pennies. So now that should be $28.86 in the cash tray, plus the $190. So let's go ahead and move on to my extra principal, which I forgot to write down here. And so this is the little bit that I put towards my only debt, which is my mortgage, and the little bit that I use in my paycheck to go towards savings. So that should be here in the next couple of envelopes. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, and 40 for extra principal. And this is my tracker. We're halfway through the year, over halfway through. So month ahead should have 200, and that's what we have. All right, so that is done. Now we need to go into my credit card envelope and see what the balance is in here. When I'm able to get into my sinking funds to do a little bit of weekly balancing, I will put the sinking fund money into my credit cards envelope to prepay, but I haven't been able to do it more than a week or two. So right now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, $100 here in the envelope. So I'm gonna write that number here. And now we're gonna go through my sinking funds and see what I spent out of there that has IOUs. All right, the first binder I am going to get into is my long-term savings binder, and I have a couple of housekeeping items to do in here. But first, I need to unstuff for home care. So in this envelope, let's see, I have 4 IOUs. I have 200 in prop money. Then I have 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, $61 in cash. So let's see what we owe for home care. So Amazon Prime came out, which I paid on the 7th. So this IOU is taken care of. All right, I took it out and put it out of the tracker. So I bought a fan, I bought an iron, and I don't know what the $2 was for, but we're gonna go ahead and put today's date, which is 8/3, and we're gonna unstuff it. And that means $42 coming out for home care. All right. I hope y'all are enjoying this. This is how I stay flexible, I guess, with my budget and my time, because I feel like I'm definitely running out of time lately to pay attention to my budget. So the IOUs are really just quick solution for me. Also, I wanted to go ahead and put a fully funded slip in taxes. I had decided last month to not consider this as a sinking fund anymore. So taxes has $712. So I'm just gonna take this and put it off to the side. I'm not gonna include it in my unstuffing. So we're gonna just say fully funded in here now. And then I also want to fully fund my Christmas envelope. So let's see, I had $500 saved in here and a tracker that I didn't finish, but we are gonna go ahead and take all of this out. And Christmas I stuffed for the end of July. I stuffed $800 plus 800, which fully funded at $1,300 my Christmas sinking fund. So I am done with this one, and we will pick this one back up, I think, when we need it. But this is now fully funded for Christmas. So I want to go ahead and take these two and just reorganize. There we go. And we're going to put these in the back, so I don't have to worry about them. And I think I'm gonna set some new goals on fully funding the next category. I think I wanna put HOA in the front, because I do this at the beginning of every month. So we have now HOA, car insurance, car care, home care, vacay, anniversary, deductibles, laptop. And so those are my long-term sinking funds now. And I'm gonna try and set some new goals to fully fund one of these long-term sinking funds. I'm not sure which one yet. I need to spend some time with my budget and see what I can accomplish. And yeah, so I really liked fully funding these two categories. So it's nice to get them out of the way. And I might continue doing that throughout the year. All right, next is my short-term binder. And we are going to, oops, see, I already put, see, I need to keep this separated. So $42 is what we unstuffed for home care. So I'm gonna need to keep that separate, okay guys? Because I need to write that IOU number here. All right, happy hour. And let me go ahead and pull out the 190 from the from our savings challenges. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. All right. Let me double count this. Okay, so 190 was what we had extra for the end of July. Because that's gonna go in this binder, because I overspent in my sinking funds. I was doing a little bit of spending while I was trying to fund Christmas in July. So I just kind of wanted to, play catch up at the end of the month to see, what I was able to accomplish for that sinking fund. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, today's the 3rd, so I'm going to add, I have an IOU for 30, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna stuff 25. So added 25 so I can get rid of this IOU now. And I'm gonna keep these 5s and grab this 10. All right, so $30 going back to the bank for that IOU, which I need to put here. Okay, I'm gonna take the tray out of the way so that I don't get confused, because I keep putting the money back in the tray and I really don't need to be doing that yet. Okay. There we go. So happy hour now has 0. Next up is Schmoopy. Schmoopy has 2 IOUs for 60 and 32. So let's see what we have in here. We should have $34. So that's exactly what we have. So I can pay the $32 IOU. So I'm going to take out $32. All right, so we have $2 in here. Now we're going to give it 58. So 20, 40, 55. I'm gonna grab 5 ones. All right, so 5 ones that I exchanged. And so 55, 56, 57, 58. All right, so this should be 60, 20, 40, 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. All right, so just to keep myself organized, we're going to go ahead and do this. So Schmoopy now has 0. Next up is personal. Personal had, whoa. Oh, wow. Okay. So personal has $42 in it. So 42. Okay. Let's see what I can take care of. All right, guys, so these 3 IOUs add up to 41. So I am going to unstuff today. All right, so these IOUs are taken care of. This money is going over here to count. And now we have 0 in personal. All right, memberships, we didn't do any spending in there. I already took care of my hair and beauty. Nothing in wellness, nothing in clothing, but I did have gifts. So let's see. We should have $52 in here. So let's double check. So yep, 52. All right. And we have 2 IOUs. I had to buy 2 gifts. One was for a birthday and one was Secret Santa. So 44 plus 30 equals 74. This is like a ledger, you know, if you guys ever kept a checkbook, this is like a ledger. All right, so $22 is coming out of the little piggy bank. So 21 and 2, and that takes care of the last of the IOUs, guys. All right, so we have a little bit left over. So we have 20, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9. So $39 left over. And I'm gonna go ahead and, where do I wanna put it? I'll think about it. So we have $39 here. I'm gonna leave it in here and we'll go ahead and figure that out another day. All right, so let's go ahead and add up what we owe this unstuffing. All right, y'all ready? We're gonna go ahead and get my IOU total. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So $326 I spent. So total, we should have $426 going back to the credit card. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and get our grand total. All right, guys, so we should have a total of $37.53 in the tray. So let's go ahead and see if that's what we have. Equals $37.52 and $37.53. So I owe myself $1 because I do remember we were missing $1 somewhere. So let me go back into the leftover funds. Oops, my binders are falling over. And let's grab $1. All right, guys. We have funded August bills and expenses. And we have completely met our unstuffing goal. All right, well, I think this video has been long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and close it out here, and I will go through the budget closeout for July and the budget planning for September in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for sticking around with me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.